Both well-versed with their feet and hands. Got to give a little bit of an edge, obviously, in submission to Samoa Joe.
And remember, submission points are a bonus. If you gain that victory by submission, you get that full 10 points. Samoa Joe explodes with the shoulder block, and then the running back elbow to take down Van Dam.
That's a good point in regards to submission, and that's the highest points you can get, being 10. Oh, watch this, man. He might get shot. He might do a German suplex here, trying for it.
Oh, instead, Joe able to use his weight right there to drop down in a pin attempt on Van Dam.
So it's a good opportunity for someone like a Samoa Joe who specializes in submission. When you have a moniker, Samoan submission machine, I mean, and you're legit like Joe is, you can pile up a bunch of 10-point victories.
How about the reaction from RVD, the look on his face as he looks back at Samoa Joe, almost like the level of respect that Van Dam had for Samoa Joe just grew right there.
I've had many opportunities in my career to have the opportunity to wrestle Rob Van Dam for many years, and this is what Rob does, man. His timing is phenomenal where he picks his spots. He will reset a match on you.
Oh, God!
Sick.
What a powerful move by Joe into a pin and gets two.
My point is, Rob, he's regrouping out there. Came in, it didn't work, though, because Joe that was just crazy what he did.
Quick short rights, and then RVD face first to the corner, and again the striking power of Samoa Joe. Quickly turned around by Van Dam, and now it's RVD's turn to answer with strikes of his own.
A strong reversal by Joe. Trying to capitalize. Oh, big, thick headbutt right there, followed by another one.
Yeah,
by Big Joe.
All the stops being pulled out in the Bound for Glory series opener, and the drop kick by RVD caught Joe unaware when he charged at him.
Oh, right in the face.
He caught him with both boots there.
Yeah, he probably did. I've been kicked by one of Rob's boots. It feels like he got hit by 10 boots. See, the thing with Van Dam is he's just so resilient. He can take so much punishment. He's in such great condition.
Good strategy.
Going for the monkey flip, yeah.
But Joe had the top rope hook, and that able to block the monkey flip, and then,
my God, you see that?
Yeah, dropped his neck across the top steel cable, and then he went to the guardrail. Whoa! That's 300 pounds behind that suicide dive, and he caught him with the forearm and the elbow coming in. Got to take another look.
Let's take a look here. Remember that? Flying through the air. Bam! Air Samoa. That's a big boy landed right on Van Dam.
Well, you lay it out, and you tell these 12 competitors that the top point getter will get that World Heavyweight title shot in October at Bound for Glory, our biggest pay-per-view event of the year, and this is the kind of action that we are going to have over the next 3 months.
Well, the stakes are high. The stakes are high when you have a series like this Bound for Glory series. I mean, top 4 are going to meet, as you said, at No Surrender in September.
Joe in for a pin and gets 2.
You know, that's what you want. You want to be one of those top 4. That's key. You want to be one of those final 4.
And then after No Surrender, whoever has the most points at that point goes on to Bound for Glory and gets the title shot.
And now Joe still in control of Rob Van Dam. Got to be careful, because Van Dam will play possum on you. Short shots right there by Rob. Trying to get back, get some momentum on his side.
And Joe stops the momentum, and then boom rushes Van Dam with all the power and weight behind it as RVD just got smashed into the corner.
Well, Joe is he's a bull. I mean, he's built like a tank, man. He's just a bull, and this might be it.
This might be enough. Could be the knockout kick. Gets 2, and
see in that cover how Joe, he traps the arm closest to Rob's arm closest to the bottom rope to avoid Rob pushing his hand under the rope, but Rob had the wherewithal to kick out.
How about the 12 lucky competitors in the Bound for Glory series as a result of the lottery, and Kurt Angle and Sting exempt from that lottery because Kurt Angle's already the #1 contender, and Sting's in line for his world title shot on Impact Wrestling on July the 14th, and the knife edge chop gonna light up the chest of Van Dam.
And Joe just, oh my God, just taking his time, picking his spots. How physical was Samoa Joe against Crimson? this past Sunday, we saw, that Slammiversary, that was just a physical contest.
And we're seeing the same thing tonight on Impact Wrestling. Both RVD and Joe bringing the physicality. The boot by Van Dam, and as he springs out of the corner, Joe just moves away, and Van Dam crashes and burns.
Well, Joe should capitalize right now. I get the swagger that Joe's showing, but you got to go for the kill there. You got to go for the kill. Joe knows better than that. Oh! I guess he's going for the kill now.
Chop to the back and the boot to the front, and then airborne and drops the knee across the chest. Joe on top for the cover. Ooh. Van Dam just escapes before 3.
Well, Joe seems like he's keeping his cool a little bit, not getting too frustrated because he didn't get the win there. Joe has that left arm of Van Dam hooked with his leg. Didn't get a shot of that. See right there, Joe's leg. Got the arm trapped. Got the head clamp. He's in complete control here, Joe.
All part of the wear-down process as he neutralizes Van Dam. For Rob, it's important to get back up to his feet and to the vertical base, and that's exactly what he does.
Yeah, try to now just fight your way out of this thing. And, oh, my God, see that quick burst of speed by Samoa Joe with that running back elbow, driving it into Van Dam.
Wow, what a great close-up look as Van Dam's eyes roll into the back of his head, and Joe on top for 2 again.
Extremely close right there.
Almost starting to sense just a little bit of frustration on the part of Samoa Joe. He's been so close on a couple of occasions here on those pin attempts.
Yeah, look at that. Coming across the face with a cross face. Some people say, well, that's not a cross face. No, it is a cross face. Cross face doesn't have to be a guy flat on a mat. He's clamping across the face, and he has the arm hooked. Again, Van Dam fighting out of this thing here.
Nice drop-down move by Van Dam, and caught Joe unaware with the jawbreaker. And speaking of a jawbreaker, with that kick right on the point of the jaw, Mike Doodoo, and then the sliding drop kick.
Here comes Rob, little rolling thunder. Yes, sir. Can Rob capitalize? He's got to try and go for a cover here if he can. He's
breaks the arm. Now in position, gets 2, and
Joe just barely kicked out. And Rob just trying to get to a vertical base here. Every match in this series matters so much, and both of these wrestlers are showing that, how vital this Bound for Glory series truly is.
Joe connects with the headbutt first, and caught Van Dam that time, and then goes to extend the leg.
Watch out. Oh, my God. Right on the kisser. That is just classic Rob Van Dam right there with that amazing flexibility. And how phenomenal Rob is with his feet.
Yeah, that flexibility and the lower body strength is pretty much incomparable in the but he walked right into that move from Joe.
He ran right into that massive, powerful version of a Uranagi, driving Rob into the mat.
Joe going to position Van Dam up in the corner. Usually that means muscle buster time, which leads to the rear naked choke. And remember, that submission win gets you the bonus points in the Bound for Glory series. Headbutt in the corner. Joe going to head up instead to meet Van Dam.
Yeah, what's Joe doing? Maybe going for a superplex, but it's kind of hard to do when a man's legs are inside the ring as opposed to outside. You don't throw his legs outside, but Van Dam fighting his way out of this thing.
Finally able to take Joe down. Opening for Van Dam off the top. 5-star frog splash.
Can he get him?
RVD cover. Here's 1, here's 2, and he got it.
Your winner, Rob Van Dam.
Oh, Rob Van Dam. He just got himself some points, my man.
First official points in the Bound for Glory series. It goes to RVD. Rob Van Dam chalk it up on the leaderboard. 7 points for Van Dam in the Bound for Glory series.
You know the way I see it? You're damn right I did Anderson a favor. Sting wasn't 100% going into that match. He was all messed up in the head. You know why? Because he got beat by Gunner. There's nothing personal against the world champion. Nothing personal at all. Just don't take advantage of my kindness, my heart. I like to help people. You know what? It's not that I don't like Anderson. I don't really like anybody. Anybody at all.
Not only did Immortal admit they can't control Gunner, but but they're leaving it up to Mr. Anderson to take care of his own problems. Mr. Intensity Gunner faces new World Heavyweight Champion Mr. Anderson, and it's next. In anticipation of facing Kurt Angle in the parking lot later tonight, a very determined Jeff Jarrett prepares for the fight.
Oh, I got a funny feeling, Mike, this thing is going to be nasty. Angle, Jarrett, parking lot showdown still to come.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Eric Bischoff, Gunner!
Well, if ever there was a young man with confidence and with momentum on his side, it's Immortal's Gunner, and obviously he's got Eric Bischoff on his side as well.
I was going to say, he's got some motivation right there. One of the head honchos right here in Impact Wrestling, Mr. Eric Bischoff, kind of motivating Gunner, saying, bring him, my man.
How about last week on Impact Wrestling when Gunner teamed up with Mr. Anderson to face Sting and Eric Young?
Oh, probably biggest victory in Gunner's young career thus far. You gained a pinfall victory on the Icon Sting, man. That's impressive.
And his opponent from Green Bay, Wisconsin, the World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Anderson!
Well, they were tag team partners 1 week ago tonight on Impact Wrestling, but they are head-to-head opponents tonight in this non-title matchup. And you know, Anderson, he's got wrestlers coming from every angle, and that's what happens when you're the World Heavyweight Champion. Remember, there's a new #1 contender. It's Kurt Angle. And Anderson also has his first title defense July the 14th. That's against Sting. It's Sting's return match, but now Mr. Anderson has to deal with Gunner.
Yeah, good luck with that. I mean, this Gunner, I mean, sure, when he lacks a little bit in experience, man, he brings an intensity, and he's an extremely physical young wrestler here. This guy, I feel he's Immortal's blue chipper right here.
You see that? You see that?
Taking it right to Anderson at the opening bell and using strikes to set up Anderson in the corner. Series of punches, then fires him off back first.
You get an opportunity if you're someone like Gunner at the point in his career. Watch out, here we go, here we go. To get in the ring with the world champion. I don't care if it's non-title or not. That is a huge, huge opportunity for Gunner. And I'll tell you, I mean, you can see it right in the early goings. He's not bashful. He's not shy. No stage fright. He's bringing it to the champ.
And he brought it to the champ right at the outset of our Impact Wrestling broadcast. Anderson having that celebration party for winning the title. Yeah. And Gunner spoiled the party, and now Gunner going to turn Anderson loose into the ropes. And Anderson has second thoughts and going to try and clear the cobwebs and go out and slow things down here.
This is where you got to be careful, Mike. Someone like Anderson is very crafty. He's very shifty and shady also. So you got to be careful. See, watch this. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Caught him off guard and dropped Gunner with the spinning neck breaker.
Here we go. Cover now. Cover with Anderson. See, that's the thing. That's what jumped out to me as an ex-competitor. When Anderson bailed out of the ring, you know, he takes a little trip around the ring. He wants to see what the younger guy is going to do, what Gunner's going to do. He sucked him in, and he used his brain, did Anderson.
Yeah, at the same time, it allows Anderson to dictate the pace to Gunner. He came in and then turned things up and immediately takes over and takes control of the match. And a vicious knee first and then clubbing blow to the back.
I truly believe Anderson, you know, he feels like everybody's against him. He's got no friends. He don't care. He don't like anybody. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that. I like that attitude. But, you know, he feels like now, I know Anderson pretty good. I know Ken, and it's like, he probably feels like he's the hunted. So he looks at someone like Gunner as the hunter coming at him, and, well, that's the